Good morning, traders. This is your daily review of the Dow Jones using the Bill Williams theory. So before we start, this is going to be the last video for the week. I'm going to take some time off and actually go visit the seaside for a few days. So yesterday was totally bizarre. The long was a correct call. It didn't happen off a level. Okay, I was expected it to sort of happen off the retest of this level. Didn't quite happen. So for me, the next logical level, I suppose it did happen off that level, but the logical level for me would have been the gap close. Okay, so we'll look at that on the lower time frames now. But if we look at this level here, so technically, that was the trade. And I suppose what we could have done is entered our long there and given us a 100-point stop loss. But to be honest, I was a little bit hesitant about a long down here because normally with a massive gap like this, it doesn't try and close on the same day. Normally it sort of moves down, especially when it's a political noise-based gap. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what happened here, we had Trump coming out with a tweet on the weekend saying that he's increasing the tariffs to 25%. Market fell. As the market started opening, we'll look at this on the hour. So for most of the European session, it was like everybody being very cautious, and then all of a sudden, the American buyers come online and they just start buying. Okay, now the next call was really around looking at these levels, and there was our double top neckline. So double top breakout, okay, and immediately, that's what I would have expected us to tag, and then we had that was the next level there, and that was the next level there, and not one of them was respected. Okay, so you can see this one is pretty much the one that I had my first short in. Got stopped out, but didn't lose any money, which was always nice. But the next couple of levels, we just flew through. If you look at this, flew through that one, and then the market closed. And immediately, just after the market closed, there was more noise about the trade wars, the trade tariffs are going to be implemented, and down we fall again. So, are we trading against algorithms? Yes, we know that. But, this kind of volatility is not normal for me anyway, not for what I've seen the last couple of years on the Dow Jones. So, not quite sure what to make of it at the moment. Levels are not being adhered to. I suppose the only level that was adhered to was this one. And you can see how we were bouncing up to test it and down and ranging within those two areas. So this is the only bit of consolidation which I could have agreed with. So it would have been short below the break below the low, or long below above the break. Okay, so for me, not really trading this week. If I see something today, I may hop in today, but it's not my primary focus today. The only thing that I can suggest here is, if you look at the hour, the trend is currently up. Okay, we've had a trend reversal, so we've broken through the alligator, come back, and we're now testing that. So the only way, for me anyway, is going to be looking at these levels. Now, I would strongly advise you not to even try and enter this during the European session. Just leave it alone. And then wait for the US session to open before actually looking for trades on this. These two fractal levels are probably the key right now, but who knows what's going to happen through the European session. So you can see we're going to sleep on the alligator at the moment. We are entering a zone of where buyers are coming in. So the only negative part of this on the half hours would be below the 200 moving average. Okay, so those are the levels that I'd be watching right now. Now, the fact that we rallied like this after that news, and then we fell off when they confirmed the news again. Are we going to get more of the same? So in other words, are the buyers just going to ignore it and step in because the economy is strong and we're going to run on the economy data? Yeah, but a tariff increase to 25%, that's, majority of the products in the US becomes 15% more expensive. So, yeah, your guess is as good as mine at the moment as to what game's being played with trade war. So, for me at the moment, obviously staying out of it, but if you are going to trade this, pay careful attention to these fractal levels. Look at I'd actually even go as far as looking at the 12, 15 minutes and watching what goes on there. Okay, I mean, you can see, hindsight being a perfect science, you can see how we kept getting these buyers stepping in and then the sellers moving down and the buyers. So clearly they were scaling in here. So they knew something that we didn't know, and then got it going. What's that? 1:15, 1:45, 3:15. So 15 minutes before the market opened, they were already starting to buy. Okay, so yeah, so I think for me today, if I was to trade this, I think my bias is still going to be to the upside. Forget shorts at the moment. Just look for the long entry until we get some structure that says otherwise. Watch these fractal levels. Look at it on a lower time frame. I mean, you can even go down to 5 minutes if you really want to. So you know why. You can see how you've got these massive 5-minute candles here, and then immediately got going. Okay, and you can see where my first entry was. My first entry was pretty much here, off this level, and we kind of went nowhere. Okay, so for today, that's exactly what I would do. Just watch the 5 minutes. If you're staying below the alligator, then it's short. If you get above the alligator and you're staying above the alligator like this, it's long. Okay, and then don't keep it trading overnight. Just trade it, get out of it. Okay. So anyway, guys, that's me for today. It doesn't help anybody, I know, but and sometimes it's good to take a break. Anyway, I hope it helped you somewhat, and I will catch you next week. Cheers for now.